discriminated against because of the color of their skin and content of their character. Rich people are taking over while the most poor people out on the street with their children. There are some parts of this world where people's homes are being bombed, their apartments being bombed because of war. There's warfare going on around here. There's so much going on that shouldn't be going on that's causing people to be homeless. Like the most wealthiest people all over this world taking over other countries, buying up land, kicking the people out, and having children on the street starving. There's a housing crisis along with a homeless crisis going on because here in the United States, Ron DeSantis, made it illegal to be homeless on the streets where no one has a place to go. The apartment buildings here that's owned by these white folks and some foreigners, making it impossible for a lot of people, poor people, low income people, elderly and disabled people to get an apartment at a reasonable rate. Since this coronavirus broke out and since Donald Trump was in office, he made chaos go on. People are hurting. Even people are being put out of nursing homes here in the United States. There's so much chaos and what's going on in Haiti now with the homelessness and gang members putting people out on the streets and fighting and hurting people. It's a crisis going on. A housing crisis and a homeless crisis, which makes no sense to have done. And there's too much of that going on right now, which should be done. Too many politicians are getting away with what's going on, especially in Africa. Every African nation that I've been watching on YouTube and talking to some of the Africans directly on WhatsApp and through YouTube channel, it's a shame how the politicians they're doing my African brothers and sisters. And over there in Pakistan and Palestine, stop all this war and bombing up these apartments and houses, causing people to be homeless and killing people and doing all kinds of wicked, evil things in them countries. Stop putting people out on the street by bombing. Stop doing that because that is not right. It's a crisis. This is need to stop. All this crisis that going on with housing, people being given 90-day notices, 60-day notices, 30-day notices, 24-hour notices, 7-day notices here in the United States is out of hand. And the mayor and commissioners not really doing nothing to hold these landlords or whole house owners accountable for what they are doing to hurt people. They just been given the opportunity to do whatever they want to. And it makes no sense for this to go on. And too many shelters are overcrowded with people. There and people live in halfway houses. That's overcrowded. Those kind of places are overcrowded. Rooming homes are overcrowded with residents and not enough apartment buildings filled up with people in the United States. There's so many townhomes, apartments, condos that need to be filled, but they want $16,000 a month for a one bedroom condo, and that makes no sense. That's enough money for a person to put down on a home after 1 year. Why give a person that owns these condos $16,000 a month for a one bedroom? Even a studio and an efficiency running up to $1,800 a month. Some of these efficiencies runs up to $2,000 a month. And some of these places is just ridiculous with the price, especially in a drug-ridden neighborhood like Overtown, which is here in Miami, Opelika, Liberty City, full of drugs and crimes. So is the Bronx, New York, and New York City, New York, full of crime. But the rent is sky high to push the people out to bring the most highest paid middle class people there is, and some rich people too, to let them buy up, to push people out through gentrification, another form of a way of getting rid of people and not putting them anywhere. We fighting against this. The more we fight against it, it's like the more things go wrong and bad for the people that's fighting against gentrification, homelessness, fighting against high rent, and fighting against being pushed out, fighting against this war that's going on in Palestine and Pakistan, which causing homelessness and people losing their family, and everything that's going on is just not right. Stop sending people out on the streets. Politicians need to stand up and take accountability for their actions and not doing what they said they were supposed to do just to get votes. People need to start doing more, writing letters by email, by fax, and by mail. Put get on change.org and caretruth.org and put petitions out to stop the high cost of rent and stop pushing people out. Put that on there because I do it. And I look like I'm going to have to start doing that too again. We need to stick together. We need to protest together and put it on YouTube and all these social media sites, protesting and doing what we got to do to stop the things that's going on with being put on the streets. And these people that run these shelters aren't doing any better or anything to help the people really get in to apartments. What they do is put you where they want you to be at. They put you in any area and know you can't pay the rent just to get you up out these shelters, not caring if you have money or not to put down payment. They claim they got money to put a person in these the down payment, but they not really doing anything because they just not doing their jobs the right way in these shelters. And it's crazy how people have to live. People stand up and take a chance of doing what you got to do, even if it's sending you to jail. If you have to go to jail just for standing up for your rights and for the rights of others who can't take care of themselves and can't fight no more, we all need to do what we got to do to fight against this homelessness, against these laws to keep people off the street. These people just, these politicians just don't know what they're doing. They think they putting these laws in to keep people from living on the streets. That ain't gonna help. People still gonna be on the streets no matter what. Putting them in jails is not helping. Putting them in mental institutions is not gonna help. Where their family, what their family gonna do to get them a place to stay? You need to figure out what to do besides jail.